Extra's gaming!
お前はもう死んでいる。
Hello Barmy Badger Army, welcome to today's show. Now today's vlog was inspired by a Facebook post I've seen recently and years of belittling of the male older community. Now gaming is for everyone, and obviously that has happened over a good period of time. The last 30 to 40 years, gaming has exploded as one of the biggest, if not the biggest thing for us to do during our spare time, especially now with COVID and things like that. It's probably one of the biggest things that's going around. Next to board games, apparently my mum tells me that board games are more popular than video games now due to everyone being at home and family orientations and family togetherness, which is cool. And obviously there's going to be that and video games, and I think they're the top hobbies during Corona. And let's see now, with that being said, there's still peer pressure for people to think, well, am I, too old to play video games? As a man nearly in his 40s, if not in his 40s, cough, there is one of these things where you think, am I too old to play video games? Should I be sorting things out a bit differently? Should I get a different hobby? Should I? No is the answer. Scratch head. No is the answer. Everyone's allowed to do whatever the hell they want. And if anyone tells you otherwise, you can tell them to STFU, quite politely. Because the thing is, everyone's allowed to do what they want. As long as you're keeping people safe, you're not doing any harm to anyone else, it's fine. And this is what people need to remember. As long as you allot your time appropriately enough, if you're a person with responsibilities like myself, with a child, a missus, housekeeping, all these different things to keep up, all bills to pay and all this sort of stuff, if you have got responsibilities that you need to fulfill, then you need to make sure you allot your time properly. And then it doesn't matter what the bleeping heck you do, does it? You've just got to make sure that you have the support from your missus. Thank you, boss. Love you. She's very inspirational, very supportive, along with you guys as well. You're all very supportive of me, and I really appreciate it. And I have no intention of ever giving up gaming, ever. So there you go. But this is beside the point. There is a lot of peer pressure for men especially to give up. Oh, now, you're a bit older, aren't you? You should give up gaming and just do X, Y, and Z. But like I said, you allot your time better, everything's fine. But I don't know why people feel that they should say, that's a children's hobby. Some of the games are 18 plus. How's that for kids? In fact, some of them probably shouldn't be 18, they should be 18 plus or whatever. If there's another bracket after 18, then there should be one. Especially some of the games that I've played before, you think, that's a bit, So, you know what I mean? Some of them aren't even appropriate for 18-year-olds. And you think, well, come on now. Is this a children's hobby? No, it's not. Because some of them have graphics, graphical violence, they have horror, saucy stuff, and all sorts of things happening. Is that appropriate for children? Well, if you're a chav mum and you let your 6-year-old play GTA, perhaps. But I'm not one of those people. So I just think people need to wise up. Allow people to do whatever they want. If they're safe and they're keeping other people safe, it doesn't matter. Would I say to you, you're a bit too old to play snooker, aren't you? You're a bit too old to, tennis, wrestling. No. Someone moan at Hulk Hogan. You know what I mean? He's a bit too old. Actually, he's a bit too old. He dressed as a pirate the other day and it looks stupid. But that's beside the point. He should retire gracefully. But now, that's beside the point. But anyway, people just need to realise that everyone's allowed to do whatever they want. As long as they're keeping people safe and allow their time properly, it's fine. And I don't really understand all this thing where, if I was to collect comics, that's an investment. if you were to collect video games, especially physical ones, there's no value in digital, there's later on cobblers. If you were to collect physical games and get them CCG'd or whatever it is, then they would be worth money in the future. You know, things like Game & Watch, original NES games, original Super NES games, you know, gold cartridges of Zelda, all this sort of stuff, worth a fortune. So how is that something for kids, little kids? You're going to go, oh, little Jimmy's got the gold Zelda cartridge, don't worry, let him burn it with a soldering iron. No! You know, these things are worth money. They're worth investing in. They're worth the audience of an adult industry. They're worth all these different things that are really interesting for people of a certain age. You know, so there's nostalgia value, and there's also, you know, being able to grow communities. There's all these different aspects of it that a little kid probably can do. So come on now. Everything is for everyone as long as you're happy. So do you see what I mean? Do you agree with me? Is there an age limit where you should stop playing video games? I don't think there is, personally. I'm happy as I go along. I've got the support of my son, I've got the support of my missus, and that's where I'm happy. So, you know, I have no intention of ever giving up streaming or anything like that because I love it and I've got support where it counts. I think some people don't, and they get mixed messages and they get upset about things and they think, oh no, I should give up streaming. No, you shouldn't. You've got to plough through, keep at it, have fun and go for gold and enjoy yourselves. There's no age limit on this stuff, and there's nothing wrong with doing it ever you want as long as you're keeping everyone safe. So that's my views on it. I don't think there's any age limit on video games at all. If anything, you know, it's a fun hobby for everyone to do while all this weird stuff's going on outside. So they're my views on it, and I'm really proud of my missus and my son for keeping me grounded and happy and supported, and that's what it's all about. So yeah, there's no age limit on gaming. There's no age limit on any hobby. If a 70-year-old man decides to collect Pokemon stickers or Pokemon cards, good for him. If a lady of any age wants to start listening to heavy metal music and going to concerts, good. You know, there's no age limit on stuff. If anything, people need to embrace all these different things that are fun, especially while all this weird stuff's going on. Find any way to have fun and enjoy yourself, and don't feel peer pressure about anything. Right, thanks for watching, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you agree with me, or do you think, you know, people of a certain age should sort of stop doing certain things? Let me know in the comments. Bye!
Mr. Slender, yes, bring me a dream. Do 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 that I've ever seen. Please, your magic dream. Mr. Slendy, bring me a dream.